Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Octagon Cup 2.0 being hosted by the RALS and sponsored by Aryan Tech. Well, we are finally here on to the upper bracket finals. We are live as these two titans are going to prepare to clash in a showdown that promises high octane plays, razor sharp mechanics, and the kind of split second decision that turns the ordinary players into icons. We have Team Juvaarii going up against Team K2 Esports. Both of these teams have been having a flawless run here on the upper brackets, and now finally we will be seeing the clash in this BO3. One of them securing their spot for the grand finals, while the other falling to the lower brackets for another chance to come back. Everybody, we talk about the lineups here. We have Brim, Common, Smoker from both the sides. We have a Race coming in from the defenders, and Dakarini going for the chamber. Um, I would say it's Scav going for the fade, and obviously the Senti choice there. Defense going for kind of two Sentis there. It's not a bad choice, honestly. And if we talk about the two list, we have a Jet coming in from our attackers. I mean, honestly, I really like both the lineups, so not gonna be choosing any specific one. Either way, let's get to this shortly. Oh my goodness, early on into the game, we already have a P10. I wonder why we have a P10 though, but we'll just take this time, honestly, to talk a bit more about the age and selection once again. K2 Esports is actually on the defense, and Team Juvaarii is on the attack. We know a good notable thing about Team Juvaarii is that they are just a, I don't know if a random. So quite a random team there, but they've been doing such a good job in this tournament. Either way, we are gonna be right back as soon as the tech pause is over. Okay. So as we go on early into the first round, we have our attackers kind of struggling here with the manpower, but again, at the end of the day, the defense, they did have to have a good retake here, honestly, because they've got the control of the side, they've got the spike planted, and now, oh, there we go, the defenders rushing in here. Three of them coming from the CT. Fatality goes for that try, fails miserably. RB7 gets that trade landed in. Musan kind of whiffs in. Scav, Tom left alone in a 1v1, but for some reason Juvaaris have managed to pull this one off. It was a 3 versus 4, but unexpectedly they've come on the top here. Anyways, we have the pistol going in towards Juvaaris here. They are going to be going for the buy, obviously making it a bit more easier for them to secure the next round. But, I mean, I repeat this every single match, honestly, but a thrifty is literally very, very common nowadays for some really odd reasons. So, K2 Esports, you know, if they play it a bit more cautiously, they could potentially get a thrifty here. Anyways, the advantage definitely lies on to the hands of Juvaarii. Attackers going in for the B again, which is packed. We just have two of the defenders here, actually. Villain already into the round. He's oh, that's a good aftershock. That is a good aftershock. Dom gets that random pick on Fatality. I mean, come on. You cannot lose your life here, guys. This is a buy round. I think I may have jinxed it here. I kind of feel bad, but again, let's see. Tom, I think he should just back off. You know, should not really go for it, push or anything. Defenders taking control of the hookah there. All three of the you know, our attackers are actually there towards the you know, the B long. So his flank could be really expected here coming in, but they're actually holding off towards the hookah. So that's good you know, positioning and a cross play. If one of them dies, the you know, still one of them obviously is gonna get that trade landed in, and that's a very good decision. Either way, defenders still very determined to push this. Oh, they've seen the brim. They've seen the brim. RB7 gets that first pick on Valence. Cav pulls Tom down all the way. Now it's a 3 versus D. Dakaruni goes for that headhunter. Lands it right on the head. That's what your headhunter is supposed to be doing. Cav gets that instant trade, but it's a 2 versus 2. The guns moves on, I would say, on him totally. He's got the gun, but he is down. Subi. Scav is down. It's the 1v1 there, and both of them have Spectre. Oh, he goes for the ult. He doesn't want to risk it, but Subi comes in from the top of the gen, pulls him down. I think RB7's decision to go for the 1v1 ult was not the best in the position that he was actually in, because it was very dodgeable. It was very easy to counter it, and obviously there's a lot of time that gets wasted when you're using your utils, so that gave him the advantage to actually come off the top and get that pick. So I think I jinxed the thrifty, everybody, and here we are now. This a save round coming in from Juvaarii is giving K2 Esports an advantage and a way to actually secure another consecutive round. Apparently, our attackers are very much determined to go for the B side. But this time, however, the defenders are still kind of expecting it towards the A. Again, the read is not actually reading. We did deadlock Johan properly. He's holding off towards the B side. With the brim, just... Okay, a bit of a good dog there for the info. I probably spotted two of them here, so... I think one of them should just sit in the TP at this point, honestly. Either way, RP7 is kind of watching off the flank here. He's watching the flank here with his classic. Again, defenders having the gun and of course having the defense advantage. By the way, if I remind you, this map is a pick of K2 Esports, so not winning this would be very criminal, I would say. So they're playing it very slow once again, going for the B execution here. Fatality Villain comes in, gets the 2k down. Scav gets that trade, but again, Subi was there for the trade as well. Not just the trade, he gets another one, and now it's a 1v4 situation. Can Jet do something here with 100 HP and a Phantom in his hand? They don't have the info, but they still decided to push in that. Dom pulls Jet down. I think it was very obvious that he was actually there. So either way, 2-1 everybody. As I said, you know, they had the advantage of the positioning, they had the advantage of the guns. That was a very easy round for K2 Esports. A bit of challenge might actually come from this point on, but again, we have an outlaw, by the way, so the people with the, you know, the region shield could be suffering here in case they actually fall into Dakaruni's trap. But once again, Team Juvaarii is very determined to move towards the B side, which is helped not by any. We don't even have, it's just deadlock alone this time. We had Brim kind of playing in close by. He is now playing towards the mid of the spawn actually, but he's back here. Oh, Jet is stuck. That's good. I mean, not the best aftershock, but good work, honestly. Fatality gets that first pick here on Tom. Scav gets well down. That's a very good push there from Hakan, honestly. Muzan, he's managed to pull the one in the hookah there, so that could be a beginning of something, I believe. So let's see if Team K2 could be able to retake here. They got the Fid's ult, our attackers, so they could play a really, really good, post plan. But Subi pulls RB7 down. It's now all the way towards the 3 versus 3. Nah, there we go. Dakaruni going for the defuse. They spammed him. Oh no, that was not the best play there, honestly. I mean, he could have gotten the luck at his side and kind of get that diffuse in, but again, it just did not work out. That Fade ult just saved the day. Scav coming in for the rescue for Juvaari's, and now the score has been tied to a 2-2. Well, interestingly, we do have Scav at the top of the leaderboard here with a 7-2 KDA. That's a very, very perfect KDA, honestly. So, honestly, both the teams are actually really, really balanced. I was expecting a one-sided match, honestly, but again, that's not happening. Deadlock's decision to peek that one, and I'm not sure if it's the best one there. However, he's been detected by the Prowler. Not much you could do there, specifically as the Senti. Our attackers actually played a bit very, very slow in the beginning, but then as the time strikes, they just rush in and it just somehow works out. Look at that Jet. He's been pulled off here by Tom. Tom is stuck here in the cage. Oh, that's good trades coming in. Multiple Subi comes in. Scav gets the 3k down. Left alone in a 1.
Combat is a means to an end, and we are the means. Listening. Listening.
Either way, everybody, Scav kind of missed on that, honestly. My bad for that. He apparently just did a 1v2 there, so that tells you a lot about the player he is. Honestly, he's doing a phenomenal job there. Well played, honestly. That's a W there from him. Either way, Spike जो है यहाँ पर अभी mid की तरफ छोड़ दिया है. The team still deciding what to do because obviously they flew, Wait, I think I'm wrong. My bad. My apologies. Cav did not clutch that one. It went to the K2 Esports. That's the reason why they're actually saving. Oh my lord, sorry. Mind is not working. Dakaruni there. Interestingly, he's gotten one pick with the. He's doing really well on the headhunter. Honestly, he's actually doing a good job there. Once again, यहाँ पर advantage manpower का भी और guns का भी आ चुका है. Dakaruni is gonna spot one more. He gets that one in as well. Now he's got the free marshal there in his hands. Attacker struggling here with the manpower. There's not much you could do. Oh, he's gonna fall into Subi. Just goes back, goes for that wall bang, almost hits him there, but he's got the regen shield. They're not gonna expect deadlock, but they still get deadlocks. Fatality gets one pick and he's in a 1v4. Can he get more? Oh, he still gets one more. But there we go. Dakaruni coming in for the rescue of 4k. That's just beautiful there. He's really good with the headhunter as well. Very, very swift shots there, honestly.
Sound sensor up. Sound sensor up.
So we do have a donation here from Valar. So thank you so much, Valar, for donating. Other than that, actually, if you get back to the match here, finally, यहाँ पर we're getting a buy being invested in from Team Juvaarii. Let's see if that's gonna help them in. Oh, Raze coming in for the ult. That was a good dodge by Raze, honestly, but he's lost quite the HP there because of the aftershock. I think that aftershock was amazing.
Throwing next.
Last player standing.
That works.
Get out of my way.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
I would apologize to them, but alas, they're dead. They are so dead. A gift. Teleport's ready.
Okay, that's a really good pick there by our Jet. Interestingly, we do have Team K2 Esports here on the lead. You know, we've got the Sky's ult here. The ult's on the attacker side.
30
Oh wait,
seconds left.
Muzan gets one. Can he get another one? Never mind. Hither pulls him down right at the correct time there. Takaruni. I mean, villain, obviously, this man has to come for the rescue. Not that the trade has not been taken in fatality in a 1v1, but Takaruni goes for that headhunter and gets the round for K2 Esports. Everybody, this is starting to get one-sided now. Let's see if Team Juvaarii are going to be able to make a comeback from the next half. Okay, the attackers finally heading in towards the A site here. They've got the guns, and it's the last fight that they actually have, honestly, before they actually go broke. So they need to win this. It's a very crucial round for them. Muzan gets one down, but instantly traded off by the Jet. Takaruni from the He's got the good position, but again, let's see if he's obviously,
Spike
able to get
planted.
any pick there. Oh, he gets jab, but it's just a body shot. He's 140 HP. Tom gets one with his molly. That's interesting. Sorry, from the from the molly. Subi gets that trade.
One
Villain
enemy
almost
remaining.
loses most of his HP there from the ult. Now it's just Scav left alone. He's done. Okay, never mind. He's actually pulled down by Subi there. So K2 coming in here strong with an A2 scoreline. I think Team Juvaaris are in up for a challenge. They're really, really, you know, obviously gonna struggle honestly, but again defense is very very easy on this map. So
You're all
I'm
more
not gonna be
important than
shocked if
words
they
that
actually
really
start
matter.
getting rounds after in the defense. So what they need to do actually is get maybe one more round in the attacking, or if two round, then it's gonna be really really good. A approach again. I mean, I need to give them the confidence. Honestly, they've got the ult, so they could. Oh, Raze is playing really close. They're not gonna expect it. Oh, they do. The aim discipline by
down
Muzon
A.
is so good. Scav gets that trade landed in, but again, it's not enough. It's a 2v4 situation that's been created. A very, very, very struggling situation for the attackers. It will pull the score line to a 9, to a 9-2, and that is gonna be really, really hard to counter. Either way, our defenders looking very confident and strong. Scav kind of expecting in a flank, but there's nobody who's gonna come there. The time is ticking, but actually, never mind. Villain is actually heading his way towards him from the flank. So they need to be very cautious. Scav, his turn is back away now, so he's not really, looking towards him. Villain. Oh, villain waves. That's a bad whip for Scav. Gets one pick down, gets that Vandal in, and now they could make a rotation towards the B side, which, by the way, is very, very empty. I don't know why our defenders are not expecting it. Finally, यहाँ पर rotation हमें देखने को मिल रही है. Takaruni, he's heard, one of them going, and he's actually coming from the flank
30
itself.
seconds
So
left.
that could be really
Last
deadly,
player
honestly.
standing.
Subi gets one in and now leaves Cav in a 1v3 that is just impossible to clutch. Everybody, K2 Esports changing the scoreline to a 9-2, and could we expect a 10-2, or Team Juvaaris are gonna take it to
Last
the
round in the
Valorant curse? You know what happens after the Valorant curse? Well, let's see. Now the sad part is that there's still a round left after this. So if Juvaaris were to lose this, it's gonna be troubling. Plus their economy situation is really really bad. So that just kind of gives our defenders easy rounds right into the game if they manage to win this. And or else, oh, Muzan, never mind. As we talk, the duelist is down. This is what's happening. We're not seeing much of the duelist. He's standing at a 6-11. It's just Cav actually kind of carrying the team at this point. Subi gets that ding landed on so many people. RB7 is very, very low there. Fizzard, however, he gets the trade landed. But again, Takaruni pulling it off all the way to a 2 versus
One
4. But
enemy
never
remaining.
mind, Muzan.
Spike
Oh,
down
wait, second.
B.
This is actually turning. Fatality. He somehow managed to pull Muzan down. Oh, he's coming back. Oh no, the knife.
Last player standing.
Oh no, this is bad. This is really, really bad by Tom. Fatality, by however, he had the luck in his side at the stage. So I would say, honestly, it's very, very lucky that you decided to just come back and your opponent is actually not having the gun in his hands. Villain left alone in a 1v1 could lead K2 Esports to a very, very huge gap in the scoreline. But the question is, can he take down Fatality? Fatality has been just insane so far. Oh, Villain. Wait a second. This man is insane. He's managed to pull off his KDA to a +1 here just with the skill. And the skill, the flick, I would say the flick was just phenomenal. It was on point.
Switching sides.
100 PKR GG10.
Guys, Well, we have yet
That's a
a
good
Valar kind of donating in more here. Thank you, Valar, once again for donating. Your donations, your donations means a lot. Oh my god, what am I saying? Um, y- Anyways, guys, we are on to the uh next half here. Actually, obviously we're gonna see our team Juaris on the defense now. So let's see if that's gonna be an opportunity to maybe have an early comeback here. But so far, it's gonna be determined by the pistol. Honestly, they need to win the pistol. Muzan is already so low there. Tom actually taking the control of the showers. I think it's gonna be expected here, but Khizr is enough for a trouble. Khizr, oh, barely dodges that.
Down A.
Oh, Tom still gets him down. Wait, our attackers are actually cooking, honestly. Them Fatality RB7 left alone in a 2v3. They Fatality coming in with a shorty, but it fails miserably there. Muzan takes him down, and now RB7 is left in a 1v3 situation. And by the way, they had to win the pistol for the early comeback, but apparently that's not the case. Never mind, let him cook, honestly. RB7 gets Muzan down. Never mind, Villain comes in, diffs the deadlock. And there we go, everybody. K2 Esports just 2 rounds away from winning this match. With that, the first map will be going to K2 Esports if they win. And then obviously, we're going to be going for the decider for K2. And it will be a mandatory round for Team Juvaarii to win, because if no, then they will be falling to the lower brackets. Once again, यहाँ पर बाय आ चुका है टीम K2 की तरफ से, so obviously that has to be a very easy round for them. But as I said, Thrifty K2 ने किया था, so that's very much possible by Juvaarii's as well. A bit of a stingers. They actually pushed in with the stingers, and close range stingers on this map is really, really insane. Oh, they're expecting close. They're expecting them close. There we go. Khizr comes in.
Down A.
Wait a second. Subi. Let Subi cook, honestly. He's done a good job here. Oh, wait. He gets one. Muzan, on the other hand, pulls one down with the judge. And now it's just 2 of them once again left in a 2v4. Muzan pulls Fatality down. And it's now just RB7 once again. This time, however, it's not a 1v3, it's a 1v4 with a stinger. There's not much you could do, honestly. That will lead us to a scoreline of 12-2, everybody. It's over. I think it's very obvious that K2 is actually going to be, winning this one. It was a good try by Juvaarii's, but honestly, they've only managed to win 2 rounds here, since the game actually started. So I think that's just hard luck at this point.
That works.
Valar sent 50 PKR GG Den.
यहाँ पर डोनेशन की हैट्रिक आ चुकी है वलार की तरफ से. Thank you once again, Valar, for another donation. As we talk, our attackers have already finished it, and it's once again Fatality and RB7 in a 1v. Oh my goodness, this is such a classic situation of RB7 coming in a 1v4 situation, and Subi pulls him down. Congratulations to Team K2 Esports for winning the first map. We will be heading on to the second map shortly, and it's a BO3, of course, so we're just gonna be right back, and stay tuned for the second map.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू सेकंड मैप ऑफ अपर ब्रैकेट फाइनल्स। सेकंड मैप है हमारा हेवन। अभी एरविन जो है उनको जाना पड़ गया, बाहर, तो इसलिए अब मैंने और वलार ने कास्टिंग संभाली हुई है। तो मिस्टर वलार, अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहेंगे आप?
हेलो, दिस इज वलार।
सो मिस्टर वलार, आप क्या कहते हैं कि दोनों टीम्स ने लास्ट मैच कैसा खेला और आपकी क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस है इस मैच में?
दोनों टीम काफ़ी हार्ड खेल रही थी, लेकिन अगर देखा जाए तो जुवारी ने काफ़ी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस दिखाई है। लेकिन मेरी
इवन तो
तरफ से
केलो जीती है, लेकिन जुवारी की तरफ से भी काफी अच्छी ट्राई थी और ये मिड पे पीक पे के खिजर मर चुके हैं। स्टिल योरू सी पे केला है, जेट मिड पे स्पेस करने की कोशिश कर रही हैं, बाकी अटैकर्स एक की तरफ जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं एंड योरू एक ही तरफ, आई मीन सी की तरफ स्पेस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। साइफर की वायर है, उसमें फंस चुके हैं। फंसने के बाद टीपी बैक सी पे फेक करके वापस आ चुके हैं। जेट आउटसाइड क्रॉस स्पेस करने की कोशिश करते हुए, क्या जेट और जेट आपस में इनका मुकाबला होगा कि नहीं? Flash by Yoru and a good pick by attackers. A beautiful picks by Villain there. 3 picks निकाल चुके हैं और क्लास and another one. Beautiful play by Villain there. And the round goes to defenders. Like very nice round there. K2 के विलन ने काफी अच्छा खेला है लास्ट राउंड, लेकिन कुछ कह नहीं सकते। So attackers इस वक्त मिड की तरफ जमा हो रहे हैं। I think so they are trying to hard push garage
एग्जीक्यूट करा जा रहा है।
I think they're gonna go hard push garage, yeah. And breach में garage पे स्पॉट हो चुके हैं। रिवील बाय फेट देयर, उधर 2 ट्रैक हो चुके हैं, साइफर की और ब्रीच की, दोनों की इन्फो है। अटैकर्स गराज लेते हुए, ब्रीच और ओमन ने अपना ब्लाइंड मान के पीछे किया।
Spike down.
1 and 2 picks
Spike drop at garage.
डिफेंडर्स। सो आप फ्लैंक आ रहे हैं।
One enemy remaining.
और ये साइफर पीछे से एंड नाइस राउंड बाय K2 अगेन।
उन्होंने फोर्स करा था, फोर्स राउंड जीत गए।
फोर्स राउंड जीत गए, व्हिच इज इंप्रेसिव, बट स्टिल नेक्स्ट राउंड पे डिपेंड करता है कि वो आगे कैसी परफॉर्मेंस जाएगी। इस वक्त जुवारी जो है वो आउटसेट है। और हैवी सिंह ने जेट का लिपी ले लिया है ए शॉट पे एंड जेट एंड फेट ट्राइंग टू टेक राज। आई थिंक ग्रास की स्पेस लेने जाएंगे। आई थिंक दे आर गोना फेक। वो लोग मिड पे जमोजिक आई थिंक दे कोई ट्राई करेंगे। वेट नेवर माइंड,
वीज स्पेस लेने की कोशिश कर रहा है। ये स्पॉट सी पे साइफर ने स्पेस निकाली है।
and the team is going to garage. I think they're gonna go see here.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna go see. साइफर ने कैमरा का इन्फो उठा लिया या सी एग्जीक्यूशन हो चुका है एंड डिटेक्टर इसी तरह साइफर पे पिक लेके सी सर्वर के पास आ चुकी है।
Spike planted.
दो बंदों या ओमन हैज अ रिव्यू एंड गेट्स द पिक ऑन जेट देयर। जेट मिड पे पीक लेते हुए आउटसाइड बी
as Jet जो है
फॉर दे। तो अब
बी पे स्पॉट कर लिया फेट को। जेट अब भी अननोन है।
इस 5v3 सिचुएशन फेट ने जेट को होल्ड किया, द टाइमिंग देयर वाज सुपर। फेट ने जैसे पीछे देखा जेट ने पीक लिया, ऑप से फेट को पिक कर लिया। इट्स 5v2 सिचुएशन एंड ब्रिमस्टोन क्लच हो चुका है। विल एबल टू गेट दिस नाइन। नाइस ट्राई। थर्ड राउंड गोस टू K2 काफी स्टैटिस्टिकली खेल रहे हैं इधर। व्हाट आई थिंक है कि जुवारी 1v1 काफी दे रहे हैं। लाइक उनका एक बंदा ए पे पिक दे के मार रहा है, एक बंदा आउटसाइड बी अकेले पिक कर रहा है। तो आई थिंक तो ये इनकी चीज है जिस वजह से ये लोग काफी राउंड्स दे रहे हैं। तो अब आई थिंक इट्स अ हार्ड ए और दे गोना प्ले डिफॉल्ट।
No, they're going to play A hard. अच्छा
दे गोइंग ए हार्ड।
जुवारी सेव कर रहा है।
Yeah, Juvaarii is gonna save. I think their plan was to fake A and Jet flank पे है क्या? Jet उन्हें flank पे ना op से flank कर रही है Jet, like that's something new. And Jet अपनी shot whiff करते हुए टीम आउटसाइड ए रुक चुकी है। उनको पता नहीं उनके पास गन्स भी नहीं है। ऑल ऑन क्लासिक बल्कि उनको एक पीछे से एक ऑप देख रही है। सो
नाइस स्पेस फॉर Jet.
No charges left. Here.
Jet ग्राज होल्ड करते हुए तीनों ग्राज के बाहर आउटसाइड ब्रीच एंड साइफर एज अ ब्यूटीफुल पोजीशन दिया कि वो जुवारी को निकालेंगे वहां पे। एंड या वो लोग निशान को ले चुके हैं। अगर वो ब्यूटीफुल पिक्स बाय सुबी देयर एंड ऑफ भी वापस ले लेगी तो फिर वो वापस जाएगी जेट को। या जेट को वापस मिल चुकी है। सो we're gonna get to see some more of great interaction here. तो भी ना सलाह मेरी जो one of the favorite things है ना इन टूर्नामेंट्स में देखने की वो ये है कि बंदा अच्छी ऑप करे। अच्छी ऑप देखने का जो मजा है ना वो अपना ही है। लाइक इट्स अनएक्सप्लेनेबल।
आप ऑफ कैसे खेल लेते हैं?
मैं
आप
ऑप अच्छी चला लेता हूँ यार उनसे। बाकी ये तो माय प्लेयर्स ही तो अच्छी चला लेते हैं यार। नॉट बना रहा मुझसे तो अच्छी चला लेते हैं। बाकी
पुश कर रहे हैं सी राउंड पे ये
एंड जेट
जो डाउन हो गया।
ओके उन्होंने ग्रास ले लिया है अटैकर्स ने। वाइल्ड सी पे 3 स्टैक। आई डोंट थिंक दैट Juvaarii इज अवेयर ऑफ दैट।
नाइस
एंड स्पाइक मेन पे ड्रॉप हो चुका है। सी मेन पे इन कॉपी
और योर सोवर
पे आगे.
हां so I guess pick there by Kizzer 4v2 situation. 4v2 situation. और बैकअप हो रहा है। Cypher C long है।
Last
And
player
he's
standing.
and guess us pick there. Jet there. 41 situation. Nice shot by Kizzer. On and off there. Will Kizzer be able to clutch this round? I have high hopes though. Nice try by Kizzer there. And the round goes to K2. Well, I think जुवारियों को पता है कि जेट के पास ऑप है और वो सी खेल रही है। तो फिर योरो को उधर इन माय ओपिनियन पहले क्लोन भेजना चाहिए था ताकि वो क्लियर हो सके वो उसको क्लियर करके आगे जा पाए। लेकिन स्टिल आई थिंक दे गोना इंप्रूव। वो तो मुझसे बेटर ही प्लेयर्स हैं बट स्टिल देखते हैं वो लोग क्या डिसीजंस लेते हैं और कैसे आगे जाते हैं। टीम ऑफ गराज बकलब हुई है।
अगेन गराज एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं।
But this time Fade ने रिवील किया ऑफसाइड विंडो। ओह हार्ड बीट दिख जा रहे हैं।
बी की तरफ रोटेशन आ गई है। जेट ने बहुत प्यारा से नाइस शॉट बाय जेट।
इनकी जेट बहुत अच्छी ऑप चला रही है और मुजान विद एन ऑप इज अ डीमन।
और वहाँ हाई लोग खेल रहे हैं स्पॉट पे।
Last player standing.
And a 1v2 situation there, लेकिन ब्रिम के पास स्पेक्टर है। जेट विल एन ऑप, सॉव द वंडर, क्या ब्रिमस्टोन नहीं कर पाएंगे? नाइस ट्राई बाय फैटेलिटी देयर। मुजान की ऑप ने काफी इन पर प्रेशर बनाया हुआ है। आई थिंक अगर इनको किसी साइट में जाना है तो इनको ऑपरेटर को शट डाउन कराना पड़ेगा। आई थिंक दैट्स द ओनली वे दे हैव हियर।
अगेन भी ट्राई एग्जीक्यूट करने की ट्राई कर रहे हैं।
अगेन भी जाने की ट्राई करें आउटसाइड गैराज। यू डोंट सेफ आउटसाइड गैराज। वेट, आई थिंक या इट्स अ डिफॉल्ट
ऑफ निकाली है।
या इट्स ओके गाइस, वी आर गोना सी एन ऑफ वर्सेस ऑफ एक्शन हियर।
Who's next?
जेट ऑफ दिस होने लगा है।
बहुत जेट्स होने हैं।
एंड बोथ जेट सेम साइड जगह ही पीक करेंगे, देखते कौन जीतता है। लेकिन मुजान ने अल्ट निकाल दी।
नाइस शॉट।
Oh, but Killer gets Muzan there. And I think they're gonna try to go. I think they're gonna go outside B or B जाने की try करेंगे। Fade up corners play करते हुए।
Trying to take a space with off on A.
Yeah. And he might be able to get a pick on Sova there.
No, nice timing by Sova.
Nice timing there. What a timing. Valorant is all about time. Valorant में बहुत timings होती हैं।
A is clear.
And उन्होंने A को completely छोड़ दिया है।
Yes, and a fake ult on B.
Fake ult on B है और A खुली साइड इनको बेट पे रख के मिल चुकी है।
A की तरफ रोटेशन आ गई है।
So सोवा की एंटी प्लांट
है।